Hi guys, thank you for tuning into my YouTube Nope. Hey guys, thanks so much for tuning into my YouTube channel. Today's brought to you by Kylie Jenner's Take Me on Vacation palette. I did a rose gold cut crease, and then I also used one of her lipsticks from the Me More Nudes lipstick bundle. I hope you guys enjoyed today's look. As always, make sure that you subscribe if you like my videos, and you can follow me on Instagram at Nadia's Beauty Spot, and also on Facebook, Nadia's Beauty Spot. So enjoy, thanks.
All right, so I'm going to be starting with the Becca Ever Matte Poreless Priming Perfector. It is one of my favorite primers. It just smooths out my skin and it makes sure that I stay matte all day. So I'm just gonna put that on my face and just pat it in. It dries really quickly, so gotta move quick. Next, I will be using the UD Urban Decay Eyeshadow Primer Potion. It's like the only eyeshadow primer that I've ever used. It works, so I haven't tried any other ones. I'm gonna do this on both eyes, just blend it in and just make sure that it's completely dry before going on to my eyeshadow. So I'm gonna be starting with the color Sea Breeze from the Kylie Jenner Take Me on Vacation palette. I'm just gonna take this color and put it all over my lids, just setting the primer that I just used, making sure that the next colors blend together nicely. Next, I'm going in with the color Spray Tan, which is actually a perfect name for the shade. It's just like an awesome tan color. And I am going to be putting that in my crease. I'm just going to start from the outer corners and then just kind of work my way in, blending back and forth. Of course, no harsh lines. Remember that, people. All right, moving on to my next color. I will be going in with the shade Palm Tree, which makes no sense to me because I think of green when I think of palm trees. But anyway, and I'm going to be taking a pointed crease brush and going back into my crease just to define it a little bit more. I'm going to keep this strictly on my crease, not blending out like I did with the other color. And this is just gonna add a little bit more definition to my cut crease. All right, here comes the difficult part. No, I'm kidding. If you take your time, this part really isn't that bad. I'm going to be taking my Tarte Shape Tape. I'm using the color Light Neutral just because it's going to be going on my lid. This is not the color that I use as concealer, just an FYI, but I'm going to be taking a flat concealer brush and I'm basically going to carve out the cut crease. It is super important to take your time, because this is such a bitch to do. So it's kind of important. Just take your time, go slow, carve it out, make sure that the lines are nice and straight and it all looks right before, proceeding on. Okay, so now that I am done carving out my cut crease with the concealer, I'm gonna go back in to Palm Tree with this little pointed brush and just define the line a little bit more, blend it out, make sure everything looks good before I move on to my lid. So I'm going to be taking my MAC Fix Plus, which is amazing. Ever since I started using it, I'm obsessed. I understand why everybody rants and raves about this stuff. It's awesome. But I'm just gonna spritz my brush and I'm going to dip it into Sunset. So I'm going to take Sunset and I'm going to basically just gently pat it all over my lid, covering up the concealer that I put down before. I'm going to bring it up to the line, just blending down and making sure that I'm not blending too much because I want to keep the shimmer from the shimmer shade. The MAC Fix Plus certainly helps, bring out the most in any eyeshadow, but patting it definitely makes sure that that shimmer shows through. That shimmer shows through. So many SHs. Let's glam up this cut crease with some Stila. This is the Magnificent Metals Glitter and Glow Liquid Eyeshadow in Rose Gold Retro. I'm basically just going to take an eyeliner brush and dip it into the eyeshadow and just carve out that cut crease a little bit more. Just make it really sparkly. So the eyeliner that I'm using for my wing is going to be the Sephora Long Lasting Eyeliner. I'll be honest with you, I just got this and I thought I was gonna love this tip because it's so pointy and I figured it'd be easy to use, but I'm just not crazy about it. I don't know, I kind of like pen liners better, like liquid liners better, and I'm not digging this applicator too much, but it worked for the look. Now time for foundation. I am using the Tarte Amazonian Clay Full Coverage Foundation. It's been my go-to lately. I love everything from Tarte. All their products just work really well for me. I've never had one complaint, so it's just my go-to when I'm buying new makeup normally. But I'm basically just going to dab that all over my face and then blend with a beauty blender. Love these things. This particular one is from Morphe, and I actually really like it, so I think I'm going to buy a couple more. So I'm definitely going to spend a couple minutes here just blending this in, making sure that the foundation is one with my skin. Just trying to avoid cake face as much as possible because ain't nobody got time for that. And a quick public service announcement. If you are going to be using foundation on your face, please blend it down into your neck so that you don't look crazy. You're welcome. Oh, shark tape. Tarte Shape Tape. I cannot be the only person to say that, honestly. But anyway, so I'm just going to be putting this underneath the bags under my eyes. Can't talk, obviously. On the bridge of my nose and just put it on the center of my forehead. Just basically any spot where the light would naturally hit is where I want to highlight. Moving on to my brows, which clearly need some work done. I am using the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Wiz, and I'm going to use this basically just to fill them in. I'm going to line the underneath, fill in the body of them, I guess, and then just line the top so that it's nice and straight. So here's an important part for me. I'm kind of sloppy when I'm doing my brows, so I always take concealer later on and just carve them out a little bit. Just make sure that the lines are straight underneath and that, you know, they don't look crazy, you know? Next, I'm going in with the Highlight and Contour palette from IBY Beauty. I got it in my BoxyCharm, I believe it was last month, but I'm just going to take the middle powder, which is highlight number 2, and just set underneath my eyes and on my forehead, the bridge of my nose, anywhere that I put the concealer, just so that it sets it in place so that I don't crease and it stays all day. So after I've set my under eyes, I'm going to take Sea Breeze, put that under my lash line, and then take a smudger brush and go in with Starfish, which is a light corally pink color, just so that I can blend out the darker colors later. So now with a flat concealer brush, I am taking Spray Tan and Palm Tree, and I'm going to use those colors to line my lower lash line. I'm only going to be bringing these colors to about the middle of my lash line. My eyes are small, so this helps them appear bigger, more open, and it just like the way it looks. Let's warm up the face, shall we? So going in with my Sun Chaser palette by Becca Cosmetics. It contains a bronze, blush, and highlight, so I thought that was super convenient. Thought that this bronzer was a little warm at first for my skin, but it actually works perfectly. I'm a fan. Oh, there's nothing worse than having an itch on your face after applying all your makeup. What a pain. Now going in with the blush from the Becca palette. This one's called Apricot Blossom. I'm just going to apply with my blush brush. I'm just going to apply it to my cheeks and blend it all in. Let's bake this face, shall we? I am using Naked Cosmetics Banana Finishing Powder, and I am just going to be placing that underneath my cheeks just to give my contour a little bit more of a defined line and keep it nice and neat. Now, normally when I bake my face, I do set my under eye as well, but because I've already done that, I'm going to skip my under eye and just put it on my nose and on my forehead just to make sure that those places stay light and highlighted. All right, so while I'm baking, I am going to go in with the highlight from the Becca Sun Chaser palette, which is called Opal. And I'm just going to place that on the high points of my cheeks, as well as underneath my brow, on the inner corner of my eye, and on my Cupid's bow. Last but not least, lips. I'm using Commando from the Kylie Cosmetics Lip Bundle and Glitz. Do you see this gloss? It is like glitter, glitter, glitter. I'm obsessed. Well, that's it, guys. That is my look. I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. Please leave me a comment, hit subscribe, and I will see you next time.